Hi YouTube, Dolly here. I know it's been a while since my last video, so I figured I'd jump on here really quick. I just got off of work, I've got the house to myself, and I'm like, I just gotta get it done. So I did not fall off the face of the planet. It's only been a couple of weeks, but I feel bad when I don't stay consistent with it. But like I've mentioned before, I work for a nonprofit, and holidays are insane. So really quick, want to give a shout out to Then Comes Baby for subscribing. Thank you. And yeah, also Banana Veggie. I did just respond to your question. That was like 2 weeks ago too, sorry. So let me get right into it. I didn't really plan this video out a whole lot, so I'm just gonna kind of talk about some things that I've been thinking about lately. Share what's on my brain, so to speak. I did order the moon cup, and I have it. It's upstairs. I didn't even think to grab it, and I was like, oh, do I really want to go up the stairs? I know, a whole flight. It's awful, isn't it? So I'm just going to leave it up there. But part of the reason why I didn't grab it is because while it is for, obviously, your menstrual cycle, I was going to be using it to try to aid in conceiving our baby. And like I had mentioned before, I'd seen videos of women having success with that and thought it might be a good idea to try. I think it was like $25 on Amazon. I got it in a couple of days, and yeah, I haven't done anything with it yet. But the reason for that is, and I don't even know why, I'm sure in the back of my mind, as I point to the back of my head, I'm sure in the back of my mind I'd realized this, but it just kind of dawned on me the other day. My prolactin levels are still at a 33. That was as of the beginning of December, or I'm sorry, the beginning of November. So I'm sure they've gone down a little bit. Maybe they're like a 30 or low 20s. But even at that, I still can't conceive. Like, my body won't allow it, essentially. And so as far as ovulation strips go, I have 15 of those. I think I hear something outside. My husband's not at home and I think he's here. Anyways, I have 15 ovulation strips left, and I just ordered the moon cup, but I don't really think I'm going to be using the strips or the moon cup until I know that my levels are where they need to be and I can actually conceive a child. So, all that being said, I'm probably going to get my blood retested either at the end of December or the beginning of January. By that time, be probably a 20 or less, and then I'll probably proceed with the ovulation strips and the moon cup. And so while I was thinking that we would visit a fertility specialist at that time, at the beginning of January, I think we may wait a couple of more months just to make sure that the medicine has time to do what it's supposed to do, and just to kind of give ourselves a chance. We probably won't put it off any longer than late spring. So we'll probably try January, February, March, April, maybe April to see, and then if nothing, then go. And who knows, we may change our minds and just decide to go sooner, but I want to try to give it some time. So yeah, as disappointed as I was to come to that realization, it's probably the smartest choice to make, but we'll see. Who knows? Maybe we'll go in February or March. I don't know, but anyways. So that was that. And then also I had some really good news. Just trying to get research and planning a little bit, I guess. But I have always thought about having a home birth. It's something that I've always had in the back of my mind. I hate hospitals. I'm not a fan of hospitals. Obviously, hospitals have their place, but I don't think that if you're high risk that there's any reason to go to a hospital, really. And I did research on the internet, and just because you need assistance getting pregnant does not automatically put you at high risk. So that kind of made me happy. Like, if we did have to go IUI or IVF, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. So I was glad about that. But where I live in northern Illinois, actually the whole state of Illinois, it doesn't allow for home births necessarily. There are midwives and there are some birthing centers, but a lot of them are in the suburbs and then in the city of Chicago. Madison, Wisconsin, which is about an hour and a half away, did have a birthing center and they closed down. I believe Milwaukee has one, but that's even a little bit further away. And while I love the idea of going to one of those cities, I don't think I'd want to drive while I was in labor. So I did some more research, did a lot of Googling. I love Google. A lot of online looking at things, and came across a blog post from probably 2 or 3 years ago with a woman's name in Beloit. And Beloit, Wisconsin is just a half an hour away from us. I actually used to work in Beloit, and she does home births. So I contacted her and kind of just gave her the gist of things. I felt bad because in the first email I didn't tell her I was pregnant. So she's like, "Oh, what do you do?" I was like, "Oh, I'm not having a baby right now. I'm sorry." But I just kind of told her my Steve and I story a little bit and, let her know what I was interested in. So that may be a possible route to go when the time comes. Again, Steve, it's not happening now. It's not here. I'm not pregnant. So, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it type of thing. Well, I've been thinking about it for years. Again, I just think it's a guy's mentality. So I don't fault him for that. Whatever. He's not totally sold on the home birth idea. And it just so happens that the hospital that I would have been having our baby at, if I get pregnant, is where my best friend and my sister delivered both of her babies at. It's got the only NICU in the area out of our 3 hospitals. The nurses are wonderful. The doctors are really good. And it's like 6 minutes away from us. Starting in January, that hospital will no longer be in network. And the 2 other hospitals in our area that we've never been able to go to because they're out of network are going to be in network. So I was like, of course that would happen. I know nothing about the other 2 hospitals, never had to deal with them, so that kind of bummed me out a little bit. But we'll see. Who knows? I think I say that a lot in these videos. Who knows? Because it's true. Who knows? Nobody knows. I thought I knew, but I didn't apparently, so it is what it is. But I was kind of excited when she got back to me on that, and I have a couple of other topics that I want to talk to you guys about over the next few weeks, and yeah, that'll be for other videos, obviously. So hope you all have a good night, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I can talk, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Bye, guys.